angel fly within my life, beside me now.
Hi beautiful people, I'm Anna Grace Taylor and welcome to your weekly angel reading for October the 16th through to the 22nd. I'm going to be using the Angel Wisdom Tarot cards by Radleigh Valentine, so let's see what the guidance is first of all for Monday and Tuesday. Okay, we start off the week with Archangel Jophiel and the Star. Have faith, the future is bright, dreams come true, positive changes that bring an end to challenging times, and the light at the end of the tunnel. And my goodness, after the last week or so in the news, we could all do with a little bit of that, couldn't we? Now, that's not trivializing events or saying that it's suddenly going to be over. But what I really feel this message is a sign of is to call on, first of all, Jophiel to help us to lift our hearts and minds after such a heavy time recently. But equally, to focus on the things that are good in our lives. To remember that when we reach out to another in kindness, when we spread some hope and love in our community, whether that be online or in our neighborhoods, we really can make a difference and be the change that we wish to see. So remember that and spread some light wherever you can this week. Lovely card as well for the middle of the week. This is a Knight of Water. Romantic, flirtatious, introspective and fickle, falling in love, being swept off your feet, a sudden love affair, a lack of balance in a relationship, situations or topics that make your heart flutter, a love of art and poetry. So again, I really feel like the angels are saying to immerse ourselves in the things that we love right now. This can really counterbalance all of that heaviness. It doesn't take it away, but when we can allow ourselves to use that emotion, to express that in some way, or to do something that we love or be creative with it, it really does help. Equally though, if you are thinking about a person when you read this card, or indeed you might be that person, it can be a good idea to look at your relationship and see whether it is out of balance in any way. Perhaps you are over giving to someone who's not really giving to you. Maybe you just feel like, I'm just going to do all of the things so that they love me and give me all the attention, but you're not really receiving anything back. Or perhaps you're someone who just gives so much and doesn't really have those boundaries, and then you're left wondering why you feel drained and exhausted. So just really watch for that, because this card is a reminder to really own our emotions, use them to be creative and open-hearted, enjoy yourself wherever you can, but also don't let them overwhelm you. Okay. And then lovely end to the week with the Three of Fire, planning for the long term, abundance from past choices, pride in the success of your labours, be patient as you decide what's next. So it could be that you've already been focusing on what you love and you've been working hard, and this is a real sign of success, of real rewards coming your way from the work you've already done. And it's a reminder to take stock of that and not to rush into the next thing, the next project. This can also be a sign of travel or an overseas trip. So if you've been thinking of that, you can take this as your sign to go ahead. But ultimately, this is a sign of success, of things that you've already been working on, and good things to come, absolutely. But equally, a reminder to just enjoy the journey as it is right now. Okay. So here is my book, Messages of Grace, 111 Notes of Love and Guidance from Your Angels. You can get this right now on Amazon, wherever you are in the world, and it makes a great gift for the holidays, actually. It's full of angel messages about healing and hope and comfort and romance and success and love and opportunity and all the lovely things that we want to hear from the angels about. And you can even write your own angel messages in the journal pages in there as well. So let's see what the angels have to say for us this week. Okay, so this is number 63, the love you give, and goes right along with Wednesday and Thursday's message from the Night of Water. It says, keep your heart open to love and your eyes open to the truth. Meaning you can love everyone, but sometimes to be kind to yourself, you must love them from a distance. Being loving does not mean being a doormat. Being loving does not mean you have to put up with less than you deserve. Being loving means including yourself in the love you so freely give. We love you, you're angels. So yeah, big reminder about your boundaries this week, and to make sure that you include yourself in all the kindness and all the compassion that you're giving someone else, okay? And as a reminder of that, if you haven't already checked out my podcast, Love and a Cup of Tea, you can do so now. I'll pop the link below. There is an episode that drops every Wednesday for the next 8 weeks or so. The first episode with Donna Ashworth, the author and best-selling poet, was episode 1. Last week's episode was with Sarah Tobin, and she talked about the power of tapping and how it transformed her life from grief and heartbreak into more peace and purpose. She shared a really beautiful, powerful story that she has. So really do recommend you check that out, especially if you are really struggling right now. And then this Wednesday, we have another one of my favourite people. It feels very apt to share this message because we talk about love from a very deep level, from a soul level, what it's like to be a sensitive person in the world and how we navigate that, including our own ways that we deal with imposter syndrome. So check that out. Make sure you follow Love and a Cup of Tea wherever you listen to podcasts, Apple, Spotify, wherever you listen. Follow the podcast and you'll get notified of the episode each and every Wednesday. Have a lovely week, everyone, or as best you can anyway. I know it's really intense out there. We also are right in the middle of an eclipse season. It's really shaking things up in all sorts of ways. So the best thing that you can do is to really remember that the changes that are happening personally for you are really leading you to a more fulfilling experience, to the person that you really want to become. So the best thing that we can do is to be courageous in that and to be really honest with ourselves about what that looks like. Let the angels support us, and it looks like especially in our relationships right now too. So much love to you all. Bye bye.